Hi, my name's Cassie Francis. I'm a senior on the women's rowing team, and this is Winging It. I picked St. Joe's because simply I felt like at home when I visited. I felt like all the faculty, staff, and students were really welcoming, which I really genuinely appreciated. I also have a few cousins and close friends that also came to St. Joe's and had nothing but great memories from here. And I also really appreciate the faith values that St. Joe's embodies, as well as the social justice values. Being from Philadelphia, all the Philly sports teams are my favorite. I just love the atmosphere and positive energy that they give off. Favorite sports team has to be the Philadelphia Eagles. I think what they did last year was really magical. Favorite pro athlete, hands down, is Nick Foles. I think what he did is just amazing last year. He's a great example just to never give up on yourself or your teammates, to always believe in yourself. It's not over until it's over, and I think he really shows that. And it's not over until the clock hits 0 or you cross the finish line. I think he also is a great example that every person on a team has a role, and no role is bigger or smaller than anyone else's. Whether you're the first person off the bench or you're the last person, everyone plays a critical role in the team's success. And lastly, I love his viewpoint on failure. I think it's a really unique perspective, especially in today's society. And one of my favorite quotes is that he says is, when you're challenged, it's an opportunity for growth. Don't get yourself worked up when you fail or you're in a challenge. It's really a time to find your faith in your family. And I really like that he says that, because faith and family is two of the greatest things that my life has given me. Honestly, my dream car is anything that has 4 wheels and good gas mileage. I think that'd be the same even if I won the lottery or became a millionaire. A car for me is just somewhere to get you from point A to point B. My favorite restaurant is my mom and dad's cooking. There's nothing better to me than a home-cooked meal. For my mom, I love her tacos. And for my dad, he's a really good griller. Well, a fun fact about myself is that I can never stay awake during a movie or sit still. But the ones I have sat still during and stayed awake for are The Fighter and My Sister's Keeper. Those 2 movies are really different, but they're 2 of my favorites because they show, the importance of siblings never giving up on each other. And I'm one of 5 girls, and to me there's nothing stronger than a sibling bond. Dream vacation destination. I'd have to say that would be a summer-long backpacking trip through Europe. I've been fortunate enough to visit Greece and Ireland, but there's so many other countries and things I want to see in Europe. From the historical standpoint and just the views in Europe, I think are beautiful. And I also think I really like how most European vacations are really active vacations. It involves a lot of hiking and walking, which I think is really cool. The best advice I've ever received was from my parents, and that's, at the end of the day, be the hardest working in the room. My dad professionally has been a business owner all of his life, and my mom is a level 1 nurse practitioner, a nursing professor, has 5 kids, and also got her PhD. I always remember her being at everything. And they just go to show that there always can be that excuse, but you have to combat that excuse and doubt just with hard work. That there's always going to be someone who you're going to tell yourself is faster, stronger, smarter, or better than you. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is just hard work, and that doesn't require any talent or special higher education or anything. At the end of the day, what it really comes down to is if you're driven enough and if you have the grit enough to really believe in yourself and chase after your dreams with hard work. A unique fact about myself, well, I mentioned earlier I'm one of 5 girls. Not many people have that many sisters, but I'm also one of those weird people that really like to run. I ran a full marathon in 2015. That was my first full marathon, and I was 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from qualifying for the Boston Marathon. So that's a big goal of mine, is after college to qualify for that Boston Marathon, as well as travel the world by running marathons. My best memory at SJU has to be dad vows, especially dad vows last year and dad vows my sophomore year. Dad vows last year was exciting because I got a medal, and getting a medal at dad vows was really exciting. But sophomore year, the season just really came together. That last race, all of our boats advanced to the grand final. It just seems like we all came together, and it was just such a fun atmosphere. The guys and the girls did really well, and it was just nice to see to have such a strong ending and have everyone really pull together as a team. 5-year plan. I really try not to stick myself so much to like a strict plan. I try to kind of stay in the present. I think I'm a strong believer that there's one permanent thing in life, and that's change. So if you make a 5-year plan, it's bound to change. With that being said, I did accept a job offer for next year in a public accounting firm, so I'll be taking my CPA this summer. I definitely see myself continuing my education within the next 5 years. What that being, I don't know. As I said, so much changes. The job meant out there for me might not even exist yet with how much the world changes. I just kind of think everything happens for a reason, and where I am is where I'm supposed to be. So I wouldn't say I have a strict 5-year plan. I'm kind of just taking things for as they are, and whatever career path that brings me down is whatever career path that brings me down, career-wise, 5-year plan. But other aspects of 5-year plan, I definitely see myself continuing to stay really close with my family, my faith, and continuing to stay active and travel. Being a student athlete at SJU definitely has changed me. It has really showed me the meaning of pushing out of that comfort zone. Never to feel comfortable where you're at. You always have new limits to push yourself, and that might be a little uncomfortable, but you can do it. And that's one of the main things I've learned is, always to go that extra mile. You always have it in you. You can always push your limits, and in order to push your limits, you just really have to believe in yourself and work hard. That's what it boils down to, is hard work and just believing that you can do it. Tune in next time, and we'll have a member of the men's rowing team featured on Winging It.